Welcome to a high-speed deep dive into the powerhouse industry of electric vehicles. In this session, host Nikhil Kamath sits down with four titans of the Indian EV landscape to break down the good, the bad, and the ugly of the green revolution. Joining the conversation are Puneet, the founder of the ride-hailing giant BluSmart, Tarun from the electric scooter pioneer Ather Energy, Chetan from the battery-swapping innovator Sun Mobility, and Suruchi from Oasis, an expert in hydrogen and green energy. The discussion begins with Puneet sharing his roller coaster journey as a serial entrepreneur. After facing a massive crash in the solar manufacturing market in the year 2012, Puneet pivoted to building and selling solar power plants for $68 million and $55 million respectively. These exits paved the way for BluSmart, which Puneet describes as an interconnected energy, infrastructure, and mobility company. He emphasizes that the future of all cars is electric, but the biggest hurdle remains the charging infrastructure. To solve this, BluSmart operates as its own anchor tenant, running a fleet of 5,000 electric cars while simultaneously building the massive charging grids needed to power them. Shifting gears to the unit economics, Puneet explains that running an EV is a game changer for the bottom line. While a traditional petrol car might cost 8 to 10 rupees per kilometer, an electric car can run for as little as 1 rupee per kilometer. For young entrepreneurs looking to enter the space, Puneet notes that development financial institutions, or DFIs, are eager to fund EV fleets through special purpose vehicles, often offering interest rates below 10%. Furthermore, owning these assets provides a significant 40% depreciation benefit, making the business model highly attractive for those with the scale to manage it. The conversation then turns to the science of the planet with Suruchi, who provides a sobering look at climate change. She defines it as the buildup of specific gases in our atmosphere that prevent heat from escaping, leading to strange global side effects like increased flight turbulence and shifting ocean currents. This leads into a heated debate about India's energy mix. While some participants estimate that renewable energy accounts for only 5% of actual utilization, others point out that India's installed renewable capacity has climbed to nearly 25%. Regardless of the current grid quality, Chetan and Tarun argue that EVs are still the clear winner. They point out that an internal combustion engine, or ICE, is only 25% efficient, while an electric motor reaches 90% efficiency. This means that even if the electricity comes from a coal-heavy grid, an EV is still roughly 30% greener than a petrol car over its lifetime. Building on the technical side, Tarun explains the massive 50 times gap in energy density between petrol and batteries. He notes that 1 kilogram of petrol holds significantly more energy than 1 kilogram of battery, which is why EVs excel in short-range city travel but struggle with long-haul heavy trucking. This is where Suruchi introduces the role of green hydrogen. While currently expensive at about $6 per kilogram, hydrogen is viewed as the essential solution for heavy machinery and planes, where batteries would simply be too heavy to be commercially viable. As the session wraps up, the guests identify the critical roadblocks and opportunities for the next generation of founders. Puneet highlights the urgent need to modernize India's power grids, as a massive shift to EVs could cripple local distribution networks without significant upgrades. Chetan adds that the industry must move away from its heavy reliance on the supply chain in China by localizing cell manufacturing and finding alternative battery chemistries like sodium-ion or solid-state tech. Ultimately, the group agrees that the transition from explosion-based engines to solid-state electric power is a logical certainty. They encourage young entrepreneurs to look beyond simple apps and dive into the hard tech challenges of grid optimization, charging logistics, and mineral processing. That is a wrap on this recap of the EV revolution. Whether you're a student or a future founder, the road ahead is electric. Thank you for listening, and keep your momentum high.